All right, I think we're live. Hi everybody, how you doing? All right, I think we're live. Oops, let me turn that down. I'm trying to get everything set up here. Okay, we are. We're live. Cool. Okay, so I did a thing today. Well, yesterday and today. I got some new stuff new gadgets for my live streams, and I've been messing around with them. So right now, we're streaming on both YouTube and Rumble at the same time. Hello, Trina. Glad to see you. Hi, Danielle. You're on a DoorDash delivery recovering from pneumonia. Oh my gosh. So you can't do Spark until your lungs are fully recovered. Oh my, that's terrible. I hope you heal up really soon. Oh, hello, She-Wolf. How are you? And Minnie Marilyn, how are you? And Moss Gigs says, "Good afternoon from Pensacola, Florida. I learned how to pop comments up on the screen." I know, I'm a weird gadget nerd sometimes. Oh, Marcent says, "Hello, girlfriend. Really enjoying your channel. Always wondered about delivery. I'm 61 with a Honda Civic." Awesome. Glad you're here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I set this thing up so I could stream on both platforms today. And Marcent says, "I'm in Newfoundland, Canada." That's cool. Well, welcome. Is it cold up there? So I've been playing around with these gadget things all day long, and I don't know if I got everything just right, but I'm gonna do something here and show you something. Danielle says, "I got a 2025 Toyota Camry hybrid. The gas mileage is killer." Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. I get 15 miles per gallon with my minivan. Oh, She-Wolf says, "I love Rumble. You actually have free speech there." Yes, you do. I've been on Rumble for quite a while. I have been uploading my videos over there as well. I just didn't know how to simulcast to both of them at the same time on the lives, but I just learned how. So it's pretty cool. Marsense says, "You got your first snow today." We had our first snow a few days ago. Wasn't too bad. It melted right away and went away. But they're getting hit pretty bad north of us. All right, I'm going to do something here. And you tell me what pops up on the screen when I do all of this. If anything. I don't know if it's going to work. Wayne. "Hello, my name is George. I'm a first time viewer. Not for sure what you do. I live in Charleston, West Virginia." Oh, okay. Well, Wayne, I don't do a whole lot of stuff. Um, I'm retired, but I do part-time gig work, deliveries like for Walmart Spark and DoorDash and things like that. And I also like to do some van life and traveling and things like that. It's generally just some fun stuff like hanging out and doing different things. All right, let's see. Okay. Those things are coming up like crazy now. Uh, hold on. I wanted to tell you all about this. Um, Pendar. She has a channel and she does music and like live music. They play and sing and do karaoke. It was really fun. I went on there last night. They do it every Saturday night, and maybe next week I'll join in. I don't know. But it was really fun. So if you guys are looking for something like that and you enjoy stuff like that, check her channel out. Okay, let me see here. I think I need two monitors because I'm trying to do all this kind of stuff on the on one monitor, and it's getting a little bit confusing sometimes, but it's okay. All right. And then also what I was going to do is I was just going to answer some comments and questions that I got over the week. Some of them were a little bit more in depth than I could go on the typing back in a comment to someone. So, I'm just going to uh I'm just going to answer them here. I thought that would be easier to do, than trying to type. I hate typing. Minivan Go, Marilyn, she says, at Wayne. She has three of the most beautiful dogs. Aw, thank you, Minnie. Moz Gigs says, have you thought about doing catering orders? You could take some great orders with all that room. Well, I don't know how to do that. Um, I guess I wouldn't rule it out. I don't even know if they have that in my area. I don't live in a real big city or anything. So I don't know, but would that be on like Uber Eats or something? Danielle says, I used to be a flatbed hotshot driver for my dad's construction supply company. I miss those days. Yeah, I hear you, Danielle. I was a over the road truck driver for 27 years, although I really don't miss it all that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my comments that I got that I wanted to address today, and I couldn't figure out how to get them to pop up on the screen, so I'm going to copy them and paste them into the chat here, and then I'll be able to highlight it and you'll be able to see it. So let me get the right thing up here on the screen. Hey, Rosie, how you doing? And Dad too. Okay. The first, hey, Cindy, you're here. Good morning, or good afternoon. There's Moose and Rosie. Here's Cindy. Cindy on YouTube says I have a hatchback but can't fit it in the really large items. Yes, Cindy, on what I do, yeah, most of the time you can, except for the deals days for Walmart. But most regular orders, yes, you can. Okay, let's see. Well, I put a comment in here, but it's not popping up. Let me try that again because I think I goofed it up. Oh, I think it was too long. Too many words in it. Hold on, let me try something else. Let's try it on this one. Okay, that's not gonna work either. Well, I'm gonna have to separate it into two. All right, I'll send that part and then you're only allowed to have so many characters on the messages. So, okay, now let me come back over here. All right. Now, this was a comment right here from Daisy Dash that I got on one of my videos. And she said, and I'm going to pop my screen up here and so I can just read the comment that I printed out and then I can kind of answer it for her, I hope. But anyway, she says, "Hi, I just love watching your videos. You're such a great person and how you love your dogs." Well, thank you, Daisy. That's really sweet. She said, "I'm so fascinated with the gig that you do, and I was wondering if in one of your videos you could talk about how one goes applying for this type of job. Do they interview you? What qualifications do you have to have?" Now, she asks quite a few questions here, so I'm going to answer this one first. Okay. You go to the website, look up or just Google Walmart Spark or Spark driver application. You fill that out. They do a background check. You have to agree to a background check. They don't interview you, actually. They just go by your background check. You don't have to have really any qualifications other than you can walk and carry things. Um, then she says, "How do you get paid? Is it every week or every day?" It's instantly with Spark. You get their debit card that they use, and after every trip, they deposit your earnings onto that debit card. And how do you know if it's a delivery worth taking? How do you look at the miles versus the money? For me, that could be different for everybody. For me, I figure the round trip miles, okay? If the round trip miles are going to be $15 or 15 miles for the whole round trip, then that trip has to pay me at the very minimum $15. So if you get a trip and it pays $10, but it's a 20-mile trip, I won't take something like that because that's way too cheap. So that's how I do it. Everybody is a little bit different. I don't get as good a gas mileage as some people do, so I'm a little bit fussier on the mileage than some folks are. Okay. If someone offers you a tip when you deliver, can you accept it? Yes. With Spark, you can. And I believe with Roadie, you can also. Sometimes they have it already in with the rate, but uh, yeah, you can accept it. Is there anything else about the job? Oh, the other day you said something about a tip baiter. I have no clue what that means. This is all new to me, and I'd love to hear more about it. Thank you so much, Judy. Okay, well, Judy, a tip baiter is when they will order something, for instance, either on like DoorDash or Walmart Spark or whatever. Just say if they order groceries at Walmart and they add a $10 tip on it. And then you deliver it. And once you deliver their stuff, they go back in and take the tip away. That's what tip baiting is. It doesn't happen a lot, at least in my area, but it does occasionally. So I hope that helps answer your question that you had. Okay. Moose says you're so high tech, I can't do any of this stuff. Moose, I don't know. I got interested in computers, and I don't have any training on any of this. It's just all stuff that I learned on my own and from YouTube University. And it's very helpful learning and how to do stuff. Moss Giggs says, Deliver That, Delivered, and Zifty are catering acts. If you ever needed help, I'm here. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, $53 and the other one's 103. Oh, that would help. I'm going to look into those. See, I really wasn't sure. I've heard other people talk about it. I'll look into it. I don't know if it's available in my area because I'm sort of a smaller community, not a real large metropolitan area. But I will check into that. That sounds good. Cool. Walmart uses DoorDash. Huh. That's kind of cool. Well, they use Roadie and Uber as well as their own Spark app here. So, you know. Hello, Pendar. I was just talking about you earlier. I was saying how much fun I had last night on your live with the live music and the karaoke. I used to love doing karaoke and going to bars and doing karaoke when I was younger. But I don't drink anymore. I don't go to bars anymore. I mean, I'm too old. People don't old people don't do that anymore. But I used to love that. And so I was thinking, that's really fun. I might even join in with you all one of these days. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome very much. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that catering stuff. That might be something to because I really I really need to save up money, as fast as I can because um I want to be able to hit the road again with me and the dogs and do our travels and all that stuff. So and so once I start able to save up some money and get my cargo trailer and turn that into a camper. And then I had another idea too. I'm thinking about tossing it around in my head, and I am not even going to tell you what it is yet for as far as that type of stuff goes. But there's something else I'm rolling around in this little pea brain up here. So I'll tell you about it when I learn more if it's gonna be something that I'd want to consider. Pendar said, "Oh, you know what? Would be so much fun. I love Loretta Lynn. You know, um, yeah, her, those are my songs. I can sing her songs without even looking." Danielle says you could always take a shot of Rumple Mints on the live. What is what is that? I don't know what that is. Marsense. No, Marsense, it's not impolite. I'm 65. I'm trying to check something out here, so just give me a second. Okay. I guess I'm done checking that out. Hi, amazing Sylvia. How are you today? Hope you're having a nice day. Yes, Loretta had some awesome songs. Aw, Marsense, you're really sweet. Well, you know what I attribute that to is Probably some good genes from my parents, but a lot of it is due to my carnivore diet because I can tell you that 15 years ago, I looked older than I do now. So, and I'll probably talk about that more, in another live or in a video. I don't know. I have had some people comment that they wanted to hear about it. So I might talk about that. Oh, Pendar, you're going to be 64 next week. Well, happy birthday. Nope, Danielle, I don't work on Sundays. So well, I mean, I worked at home here, doing a little laundry and playing with the dogs and stuff like that, but I don't work on Sundays. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can talk more about it. Um, I started my carnivore diet back in March of 2019. And it was because I needed to make a change. I had always tried to live healthy and everything, but then I had about 8 years from 2010 to 2018. I really kind of let myself go and just really I had so many personal losses in my family, my husband, two sisters, a brother, a cousin, three of my most precious dogs, and then my mom. And I just kind of used food to comfort me, and I was eating all kinds of junk food and all that kind of crap. Well, before mom passed, she just begged me to quit smoking and take care of myself. And after she did, I decided that it was time. So I quit smoking, and then a few months later, I started this diet, the carnivore diet, and I've been there ever since. I've had a few little slip ups where I went and ate just the regular food. But honestly, I feel so much better. My arthritis, I don't even know I have anymore, and I used to have to use a electric cart at Walmart. Now I can run up and down stairs. I carry cases of water to deliver to people from Walmart. Um, my fatty liver has disappeared. My gum disease has gone away. My sleep apnea is gone. My eyes, this eyeglasses prescription got better twice. Instead of worse, it got better. Uh, I don't have brain fog. There's no more depression. I can't begin to tell you what it has done for me. I lost 72 pounds, and that's fabulous. A lot of people go into this thinking it's a weight loss diet, but actually it's not. And it's not even a diet, it's just a way of eating, a lifestyle that, um, and I, I feel so much better. I have more energy now than I did when I was 30 something. And then at first, when I first started doing it, people thought I was crazy and everything like this, and like, yo, you're gonna die, you're gonna kill yourself. But you know what? My blood work is better now than it has ever been. And I also have Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Well, that is even getting better since I've been a carnivore. So I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but I do know what's working for me, and I know I feel best when I stick to it. So I hope that answered some of your questions. Pendar says carnivore also. I've never felt better. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yes. Marcent says, I need to do that, starting with quitting cigarettes. Yay for you. It was hard. I'm not going to lie because I smoked my whole life. And I quit when I was 33 years old. I threw them in the trash and walked away and never smoked another one for 10 whole years. And one day I was so upset and frustrated over personal happenings in my life that someone standing next to me said, Here, you want one? And I'm like, yeah, why not? And that was all it took. And that started another, well, that was in 2001. That started another 17-year-old battle with me trying to quit. And I finally quit in October of 2018. But that was the hardest thing I think I've ever done. And I will not ever touch another one. Okay. I had a couple other comments here that I wanted to talk about. Oh, okay. Here's this one. Okay, and this comment comes from Pendar says, I read in a book um, that you're only addicted to your last cigarette. Well, that's pretty true, I think. Moose says, I quit 18 years ago. Good for you, Moose. Moss Gigs, I eat meat, veggies, and fruit. Have been very interested in carnivore. You know, some people say that they don't miss the vegetables and things, once they go carnivore. Now, I don't crave them, but I always like that stuff. And sometimes I do think, well, I'd like to have some of that. And I cheated over this Thanksgiving. Well, I did a keto cheat. Well, it wasn't exactly keto. I had 2 bites of stuffing that my sister made. And then I made a keto coconut cream pie and a pumpkin cream pie. They were real low carb. I mean, I think the one little bite I had probably had 1 or 2 carbs in it each. But I really thought I really wanted that. And when I ate it, it was good. It tasted good. Then I thought, I don't think I really missed it all that much. But I was sleepy for the next 2 days. I think it was the stuffing that did that. Okay, now this is a comment I got here from at Pro Brinzine. And that person said, I'm not committed to carnivore. However, I feel my best when I eat meat only. I drink my coffee as well, and my arthritis in my knee is less swelling and pain. Yeah, see, that's exactly what happened to me because it's inflammation. Traveling with Minivan Go says, I eat a lot of fruit. Is that off limits? Yeah, Marilyn, I'm afraid it is because it's sugar. And I know people say about real sugar and natural sugar and this and that, and sugar is sugar, and sugar is not good for us. And you could look up Dr. Ken Berry's videos. He talks about that and explains really in depth, why. Um, I understand why, but I can't put it in the words. Okay. Marcent says, what do you eat on a usual day, and do you eat fish? I love fish, and I will eat some fish. Um, I eat sardines. I love sardines and the kippered herring, which is basically a bigger sardine. I'll eat that. I'll eat salmon. I love cod, but that has some compounds in it that can interfere with my Hashimoto's, so I've had to stop eating that. But my typical day is, well, here lately, since the inflation got so bad, I can't afford just all beef anymore. So I've had to add beef and chicken in. And so a typical day for me is a pound of ground beef, however I want to cook it. Sometimes I'll make it into patties. Sometimes I'll scramble it up with a few eggs. that, and a few strips of bacon, and sometimes I'll have it all in one meal, but most of the time I have 2 meals a day because I tend to get a little bit hungry in the evenings, and I find if I try to eat once a day, I end up cheating. Hi, Nonna Grace. Well, hey, I'm glad you're here. Pendar says there's another doctor who said sugar is the cause of Alzheimer's. Yep. Well, yeah, when you want to go right back to it, yeah. That's what I've come to understand as well. Moss Gig says I love Ken Berry. I do too. He's awesome. He's very awesome. Yeah, beef is very expensive. I went from having ribeyes and T-bones every day with a burger here and there to having just ground beef. And now I'm down to ground beef and chicken, and now it's mostly just chicken because of the inflation. And so it's yeah, it's a little tough, but hey, I'm going to stick to it, It's the prices are going to come down soon now, I think. Well, not now, but in a few months they'll be coming down. She Wolf says, I'd be perfectly happy to live on coffee alone, said the caffeine addict. Well, you know what, She Wolf, I have to have my coffee in the morning. I have tried. I've tried to give up the coffee, but it's just not working. Now I can mix half decaf with regular, I can even have decaf. But if I don't have that coffee that tastes like coffee that I drink in the morning, forget it. It's just out the window. And what I do is I put my coffee in my little mini blender with a tablespoon of butter and I whip it all up together and I have what I call frothy coffee. And I love it. And so do my dogs. You've probably seen some of my short videos where Hunter wants to get mom's coffee because they love it too. Yes. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Vintage me. I recommend people watch Paul Saladino and Sally K. Norton. Everyone should watch Sally's information on oxalates. Yeah, uh, oxalates are horrible, 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 horrible. Now I don't follow Paul Saladino anymore because I think he's wrong. He adds the sugars, the honey, and the fruits and stuff back in. It's fine if he wants to do that, but he can't call himself really a true full carnivore doing that. So I'm not telling people what to do, but I'm just saying I don't follow him anymore because I can't I can't be eating sugar and stuff like that. You cooked up 5 pounds of bacon this morning. That's cool. Yeah, I love bacon. I love, love, love bacon. Marilyn says, I just found Ken Berry and subscribed. I'm ready to learn. He has a lot of awesome info on there. I mean, he's very good. Vintage Me says a lot of carnivores go through oxalate dumping and they think it's the carnivore diet making them sick when it's the dumping. Yep, that's exactly right. And like some people will say, "Oh, I got that keto flu or the carnivore flu," But it's not really. You're not sick from the diet itself. You're sick from what your body is ridding itself of. No, Moose, I don't think coffee's bad either. I love coffee. In fact, I'd drink coffee all day if I could go to sleep at night because I love coffee. Yeah, I know they said sometimes the oxalates don't start coming out right away. Some people it does, some people it don't. But whatever you do, it's still far better to do the best you can do, even if you're still gonna have this or that once in a while. Uh, Still far better than the standard American diet. Nana. Nana Grace says, I gave up coffee during Lent. It was so hard. Boy, I'll tell you, Nana, I gotta have my coffee or I'm just a grumpy old fart. You drink too much coffee. Lately, you've been enjoying herbal tea. I like the berry type teas also. I mean, sometimes I'll get one of those calming teas like a chamomile or something like that in the evening if I want something to drink and then it'll help me go to sleep and relax. But I don't drink a lot of tea, but I do have it here just in case I want some. Yeah. I bet you're feeling really good now, aren't you, vintage me? Pendar says Dr. Anthony Chafee has talked about sugar and what it does to the brain. If you search for him, plus he's, oh, honey, I'm telling you, that man is a hunk. Watched his videos in the beginning. I didn't even know who he was just because he was so flippin' good looking. I was sitting there going, calm yourself down, you old lady, calm down. But yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Celestial Hope 111. I enjoy your videos. It's always great to see your smile. I love the great info. I do DoorDash, but I'm interested in the Rhodian Spark and the carnivore diet. Cool. See, we got a lot in common. You can just hang out with us. Yep. No, I know everybody's different. That's why I said it works for me. Um, everybody that is free to eat whatever they want, But I I can't have sugars. And yeah, I know Paul doesn't call himself a full carnivore anymore. Actually, sometimes I don't call myself a full carnivore either because, I drink coffee and some of the absolutists would say, "Well, you're not a carnivore because you drink coffee." So, yeah, we could pull hairs over that stuff back and forth, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. Okay. Nana says, I never had the keto flu. I must have been eating good before starting. Yeah, I guess it doesn't affect everybody. I never got any ill effects, one way or the other. Well, I did have a little bit of extreme tiredness for a while, but, you know, exercise. Exercise. This is how I exercise, Moose, with my coffee. No, I do walk sometimes and when I'm out doing deliveries, I get quite a few steps in daily, so that's my exercise. Pendar says, yeah, right, Dr. Chafee. Yeah, yep. Okay, Celestial Hope. Good, awesome. Glad you're here. Marilyn says, what's exercise? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Did Rosie get her swim the other day? Yeah, vintage me. No, I don't drink black tea. I have it's like a little herbal tea blend for going to bed at night, sleepy time tea. Uh I'm not sure if it has black tea in it or not, but it has like chamomile and a couple other things like that. I'll have to look at the ingredients. You just got a smartwatch so you can track your steps. Cool. Yeah, I have this is a Fitbit thing. I like it. It's nice. Oh, yeah. I don't use sauces at all as far as condiments. Mustard, as long as it has zero carbs, you have to read the labels anymore. And I like hot sauce, and I'll use some of that periodically. Oh, good. I'm glad she got to go for her swimmies. Yeah, the blueberries with a little dairy. Well, that's good. That's good. If that works for you, that's awesome. I can't take dairy. Butter is about the only dairy type thing that I can have. And then I only have, a little bit of that here and there. Um, yeah. Electrolytes are important too. Yes. Oh, hello, Ray. Dashing Womble. How are you? Glad to see you. I don't know who that is, Nana, but I'll check that out too. Thank you. Where are my kids? Hunter, come here. Hunter, come here. Come here, Hunter puppy. Come here. Here. See, you're a star. People are asking for you. Yeah. Say hi there. Hi there. I'm Hunter. Yeah. Here you go. Come here, Emmy. Where's Emmy? They were sleeping out in the living room. I just woke them up. Come here, Emmy girl. Emmy, come here. Here, Emmy. Come here. Come on, baby. Look, say hi. She has her green Dino. She wants mom to see it. Come here, baby. Come here. Yeah. Indy's outside barking at the neighbor's dog. He likes to sit outside and watch everybody in the neighborhood and see what they're doing. Hunter says hi. Yeah, that's right. They're the star of this show, not me. I'm just the one that does the techie stuff. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Nana. They're my babies. It is Visible Wireless is my phone provider. There should be a link for it in the description of the video. Yeah, the puppy woos. They're always they're always happy to come and get up on my lap or crawl up or something. I wanted to show you guys Indy. You really haven't seen him on here yet, but he's busy outside having fun barking at the neighbor's shepherd. They talk to each other from across the street. She's a stinker, Marilyn. I'm telling you, she's cute, but boy, is she something. She's very, oh, how could I say? Hyperactive and ornery, all wrapped up in one with a touch of sweetness. The kids must be outside playing because they're all out there barking now. That's okay. But is Indy's foot better? Yeah, you know what? I don't think it was broken, Moose. I think he must have just sprained it or something because it was like 3 days later he was walking on it like normal. So that's good, which I'm happy about. Yeah, he got better really fast. Indy, come here, buddy. Here, come here. Come here. Indy, come. Come on. He's coming. Come here, buddy. Here. Here. Come. Up. Up. Indy. Here. Up. Up. Come on. There you go. Here's my buddy. Here's is my baby boy. Oh, he's my baby boy. He's my oldest. Yep, him's just turned 8 years old on him's birthday a few weeks ago. Hmm. Emmy has a birthday coming up on 3rd, which is what, Tuesday is Emmy's birthday. She'll be 4. Yeah. Rosie is the same as Emmy. Yeah, they must be twins, right? Sisters from another mister. Oh, yes, hyper and clingy. Yeah, she thinks that she owns me and those other two boys should not be allowed to be near me. Yeah, I don't think it was broken. Oh, Pandora, I do too. Vintage Me says, that story you told about your truck going over the bank, I could relate to. Oh, yeah, that was an experience and it was, yeah, that's something I'll never ever forget. Yeah, I'm glad you guys got to see all three today. Hey, it gave me chills even telling it, even this much. I mean, that happened back in, oh gosh, I can't even remember when it was. 1991, I think it was. So, what, 33 years ago? And it was hard for me to even tell that story on video. Oh, OG Sunshine, thank you and welcome. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Pendar. Aw, this is nice. Mhm. This is nice. This is a nice day. Thank you all for being here. This is really cool. Vintage Me says, curious where everybody's from. Well, Vintage Me, I'm in Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania. Jamie says, will you do a live gig work tomorrow? Probably not a live, Jamie, but I'll probably do some type of video while I'm out working. Well, thank you, Pendar. That was really nice of you. Thank you. Moose is in Floyd's Knobs, Indiana. Boy, that's a little dinky town, isn't it, Moose? Ohoyo. Hello there, Ohoyo. Glad you stopped in Oklahoma. Hunter and Emmy came from Oklahoma. Oh, Pendar, you're not far from me. Eastern Ohio, about an hour west of Pittsburgh. That's funny because I'm an hour east of Pittsburgh. Vintage Me is in Vermont, and you don't like how many people have flocked here and pretty much taken over. Yeah, I know. That's kind of a bummer when that happens, ain't it? Yeah, they're Okies. She-Wolf's in Connecticut. Oh, She-Wolf. I used to drive when I was still driving a truck. I used to go up and down I-95 all the time there. And that traffic, especially coming out of New York and up through the Bronx and then into Connecticut. Holy moly. Are you on that side of the state or are you back in the countryside? Yes, it is a small world. Oh, gee, Sunshine's in Canada. Oh my goodness. I see they got like 4 feet of snow up there around I-90. That's horrible. Oh, when I go down to Florida, I stay in my minivan that I use as a camper. And Last year when we went, I took my dogs and my minivan and a tent, and we went down to the Fort Myers area, and I stayed at a friend's place. She had 5 acres and let us camp out there on her property. I could I could not afford campgrounds down there. It's way too expensive. But you can check out my Florida road trip playlist on my channel if you want to, and you'll be able to see what that looked like. Oh, Cindy on YouTube's in Colorado. Oh, you're in the northern part of the state. That's awesome. Yeah, because boy, is it congested over there. Or I should say it was. I haven't been over there because I've been out of trucking for like 12 years now. So I haven't been over there. I can't even imagine what it must be like now. I get messing around on the computer and I forget what page I'm on. Marilyn says, when I travel, I too stay in my minivan and I find free places to stay and then occasional campground. Yeah, it was nice. I had got a cot and I set it up with a little cot type mattress on top of it. And all the seats were taken out, even the front passenger seat. So we had a lot of room in there. It was nice. Um, I wouldn't mind staying in an occasional campground like some of the Corps of Engineer campgrounds. They're very reasonably priced to begin with, mostly none of them usually over $30 a night. And if you have that annual senior pass or the senior pass, oh, what the heck is it? It's called Great America Senior Pass or something like that. You get it half price. So a lot of those campgrounds, you can end up staying for like 10, 15 bucks a night, which, that would be reasonable to do periodically. Oh yeah, feeding raw meat. I'm curious about feeding the babies raw meat. Okay. Well, I I've been doing that Pandar for since 2009. I don't know if any of you remember, but back in 2009, there was a massive dog food recall because of melamine that they put in plastics was in the dog food and it killed thousands of dogs and they had a massive recall. Ever since then, I stopped feeding my dogs kibble. Now, I have tried a time or two to get a kibble that was decent and stuff, but it didn't agree with them, and so I just gave up trying that. So yeah, I just feed raw meat, um, beef, chicken, pork, turkey, fish. The only thing that's really cooked that they get is I make homemade bone broth for them all the time, either chicken or beef or pork or a combination of all of it. They're happy with that. Danielle says, are you going to move out of state eventually for good? Danielle, I would love to move to like Florida, somewhere like that. Uh, yeah, I would really love to. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that, but I'm going to try. Cindy says, America the Beautiful Pass. Yeah, Cindy, that's it. I couldn't think about what was called, but I have the annual. I bought the annual senior pass. And so it was $80 and it's good if you buy or I mean I bought the lifetime pass for $80 and that's good for your lifetime and I mean, that's way more than reasonably priced, I think. Oh, hi, Paula. Welcome. Nice to see you. You're watching from Northern California, where the campfire was in 2018. Yeah, that was bad. I know some people that were out there and they lost everything. That was not nice. Hmm. Yeah, we're just kind of shooting the BS right now, not really talking about much of anything. But oh yeah, thanks OG Sunshine for reminding people about that. That's nice. Thank you. I always forget to mention that. Yeah, right. Right, Cindy. Central Florida is much less pricey. Yes, yeah, you're right about that. I lived in North Naples area, Bonita Springs area back in the 80s, the late 80s, and I had my grandmother and my uncle lived in that area for a long time. So, uh but it was expensive down there to live. And that was back in the 80s, like I said. I couldn't even dream of thinking about living there now. Well, hi, Fonda True Love, watching from Alabama. Glad you're here. Nice to see that you joined in. Moskig says kibble and the dyes are just horrible. That's where all the cancer has come from. Yeah. Well, I'll be coming back to Florida because next winter, and honestly, if I get really, really lucky and something really great happens, before this winter's over, I'm going to take a road trip if I can. But it's not looking good right now. But next year, yep, we're definitely going to be out of here. What part of Florida are you in? Danielle says Wilmington, North Carolina is very nice. Yes, it is. Yeah, they have a dog park there. The favorite dog park that I found was in Fort Myers, actually. And I have video on my channel about that. Actually, it's in the Florida road trip playlist. It's about the dog park, and we used to go there every other day while we were there. And it was a huge, nice dog park down in Fort Myers. Pendar says, I'm hoping to get back to Texas. Need to fix up this old house and sell it. Well, I just downsized, Pendar. I had a four-bedroom house on an acre out sort of in rural-ish area, and I traded with my nephew. He got the house, and I got this mobile home in a trailer park. And I did that because I wanted to downsize, and it will be less expensive here for me. So that's why I did that. But I sure miss the peace and quiet of the old house versus this trailer park. I can tell you that. But now I know why they have adult only parks because this isn't one of them. Yeah, yeah, Cindy, it is too spendy. Oh, you're welcome, Fonda. Thanks for being here. Jamie. Oh, yeah, I have enough subscribers, Jamie. I have enough for the monetization. I'm just waiting for a few more watch time hours. And no, you don't. It's based on who the advertisers are, the revenue that they pay. Different advertisers pay different amounts. Um, they say it varies, and it usually like a low of around $4 per every 1,000 views, and it just goes up from there. It depends on the advertiser. Um, right now, with the views I'm getting, if I was monetized at the minimum rate, for the advertisers. I'd probably be making around 300 a month right at this point, but that's just my estimation. I could be really way off on that. Oh, your parents used to live in Bonita Springs. Cool. Yeah. My uncle did too, and I just loved going there. Yeah. Whoa, Pensacola, two dog parks at the beach? No kidding? Can they be? And I guess they can be off leash there, right? In the dog park? That's awesome. That's what I want to try to find. My original plan was to go when I went last year. It was cut short because my budget was just a little bit tighter than I thought it would be. And so had to come back home. But what I wanted to do was just travel around and find all the dog friendly places, and like beaches where they were allowed to be off leash and different places like that. So I'm going to continue my plans once we're able to get going again. Oh, yeah, Pendar, I have all kinds of playlists on my channel. Um yeah, I do. I'm really close. I'm probably going to be there tomorrow or the next day. That's how close I am, really. But yeah, there's if you go to the playlist, to click on the playlists, you can pick from I have one playlist that has everything in it. So that has like 900 and something videos in it, I think. Yeah, I'll be there very, very soon. And I've been working at this for some time, but I didn't really get serious about it until this, within the last year. Yeah, it is. It's kind of getting. I wake up every morning and I click on and I see and I'm like, oh, good, only that much more to go. Amazing, Sylvia. You're in Curacao? Awesome. Isn't that like a your weather there? Isn't that sort of sunny and pleasant weather? Oh, thank you, Sunshine. OG Sunshine. That's very nice. Thank you. And thank you, Pendar. Moss gigs, they still have to be on a leash, but if you go early, yeah, lost restaurants are dog friendly as well. That's awesome. I'm going to find lots of dog friendly places and I'll be making videos about it too so other people can go. Hey, did you guys notice the little emojis floating across the screen like they come floating up through here, when somebody clicks on them? That's one of the little gadgets I was messing around with today. Trina, I know you do, Trina. Thank you. She says, I play your largest playlist every day. Can't wait till you finally start getting paid. I get excited too, LOL. I know, it's kind of funny, isn't it? The little things that gets us happy. Yeah, she is awesome. My weather right now, the sun was out today, actually. We had a sunny day and but it was cold. I don't think it got over 20 degrees. Tag your tag your edification. I really enjoy your videos. I'm still dealing with the loss of my car and water damage from the hurricanes. Watching is actually soothing and and distracts me from my reality. Keep safe. Aw, thank you. That those hurricanes are devastating. I know that's when I was there last year and I drove, over through um North Fort Myers and then over into Pine Island and everything. Just to see the devastation that was over there was incredible. And that was after a lot of it had been cleaned up, you know. So I wasn't there this time for those two that just happened a few months ago, but I feel for you and you're in my prayers. That's just hang in there. Yeah, no, they don't. Um, every once in a while, I don't know about Uber because I haven't done Uber in a long time. I'm gonna try them again though. But yeah, DoorDash in my area is like cheap. Yeah. Moose says it's two. It's too what, Moose? Too cold? Yeah, that's for sure, Pendar. I hope things get better soon for them too. Oh, hello, Cat. Nice to see you. How you doing? Hey, somebody type a bunch of hearts or something in the emoji thing. I want to see what happens on the screen. They're supposed to come floating across the screen. I think that will be cute. There it goes. Purple hearts from Samantha. Hey, everyone. That's awesome. Look at all those hearts. I think that is the cutest thing. I know it's something silly, but it's cute. Pendar says I had two really nice Uber pickups from Walmart on Friday, made $165 in 6 hours. Well, you go, girl. I'm gonna try Uber this week. I was waiting. I recertified with them and got set up again with them because I kind of went dormant. But I was just waiting for them to send me their debit card so I could get paid right away, you know? Oh, I think that little emoji thing is just the coolest thing. Doesn't take much to amuse me in my old age. Hello, everybody. Yep, so I'm going to get up early in the morning and I'm going to go out and work all day tomorrow. Well, not all day, probably about 6 hours. If I go early, I can come home by noon and still get 5 or 6 hours in, you know? Oh, I love them little Christmas trees. Those are cute. How cute they are. Awesome. Oh, there was one other. Let's see. I had one other comment here from a lady the other day. I'm going to put it in the chat so I can bring it up and everybody can see it. All right. Yes, this lady, Debbie's Day 8270, she commented on one of my videos and she said, after you pay gas, taxes, and wear and tear on your car, you don't make that much. Well, in some cases, I would agree with that, but I do have, and I don't know about you guys, but I deduct my mileage. You can deduct 67 cents a mile for your miles, and you can deduct your phone if you use it for work, and if you have a home office, you can deduct part of that, you know, on your taxes. So, with all the deductions that I am able to legally take, and I don't go crazy and take stuff that I'm not supposed to. But I think the most in taxes I've ever paid was like 50 bucks. Um, I don't know. But then again, I don't work full time, and I suppose it's different for everybody, you know, but I don't know. I experienced that, and you're going to have wear and tear on your car even if you're commuting back and forth to a regular job every day. Some people I know, and I apparently there's a lot of them because when I look at newer vehicles, they have twice the mileage on them that my van does. So they must be driving a lot of miles going back and forth to work, and that what's the difference, you know? Mhm. Yeah. Yes, that's right, Pendar. Yeah, that's why it's important to be discerning on which offers you accept. Yeah, that's right. I love the little doggy emojis. That is so stinking cute. Hmm, that's awesome. I'm just looking to see if I missed any comments. Hmm, okay. I don't think I missed any. I think I'm going to sign off for now, unless you guys have some other questions or comments or something. I really appreciate you coming in today. This was fun. Oh, there's Miss Julie Gray. There's my friend Julie. Off to Amy's. Wish you were here. Julie girl, I wish I was there too. But don't worry. I'm working on trying to get back there. Yep, you got that right, Marilyn. Our dogs are the most important things. For me, they are. They're just like children. I couldn't love my dogs more even if they were human children. I know some people don't feel that way, but I do, and a lot of people do. When will I be back? As soon as I can hit the road. It's probably not going to be until next fall, but as soon as I can, and I'll be talking about it, so it won't be a surprise. Oh, you got to find a place in your house for your tree. Well, I know where I'm putting mine. I just have a little 3-foot one, and it's already decorated. I just have to take it out of the box and fluff it up a little bit and put it on. I'll put it on top of Hunter's crate, and because it'll look the best there. Thanks, Pendar. Yeah, I'm glad you were here. This was fun. Um, I think I'm gonna stop by and see you next Saturday, and maybe I'll join in if I have enough nerve. You too, Marilyn. You take care of your babies, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for being here. And you never teach a dog to drive a car or college. Well, mine like to drive, Julie, but they don't have thumbs and they always want to drive me into the lake, so I try to refrain from letting them do that. Marsons. When will I be back live on YouTube? I do a live every Sunday at 3 p.m. And then I do regular videos during the week. Okay, kids. You're welcome, Cindy. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Moose, take Rosie for another swim. All of you give your fur kids a kiss for me. Thanks so much for being here. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.